So we're dealing with this problem now. It reads Alfonso runs east at 5 meters per second. He sees an ice cream truck and accelerates at 0.5 meters per second squared until he's running east at 6.5 meters per second. How long did he accelerate for? So the very first thing we're going to do is write down our guess method. And of course it's G given unknown equation E, solve for the unknown S, and substitute the second S. So we know that our initial velocity VI is 5 meters per second because it gives us right there. Alfonso is running east at 5 meters per second. That's his current state. So that's always our present, initial velocity. It also gives us acceleration. So he accelerates at 0.75 meters per second squared. So we're going to write that down here for our given. And we also know that after he accelerates, he's going to be traveling at 6.5 meters per second. So after we write down the acceleration, we're going to write down our VF, our final velocity, which is right at the state after acceleration, and he's going to be accelerating at 6.5 meters per second. We are then asked how long did he accelerate for. So we're looking for the amount of time he accelerated for. That'll be our unknown delta t. So we have to know what equation to use here. Since we're dealing with a final velocity, VF, we're going to be using our equation VF equals VI plus A delta t. Okay? And we're going to have to solve for A. So we're going to, delta t, excuse me. So we're going to get delta t by itself. Our first step in doing so is we're going to subtract the initial velocity, VI, from each side. After that, it cancels out on the right side because VI minus VI, we're moving it over. So we can just cross that out. And now we're left with VF minus VI equals A delta t. Now we have A times delta t. So to get rid of that A, we're going to have to do the inverse of multiplication. So we're going to have to divide by A. So we're going to divide each side by A. Make sure for the left side you divide both terms by A and not just one or the other. On the right side, the A's just cancel out. So we're just going to cross those out. And now we're left with our final equation. Delta t equals VF minus VI over A. Now all we need to do is deal with the last S. Since we have our unknown solved for, we have an equation for delta t, which is right here. So now all we're going to do is move on to the last S, and we're just going to plug in our numbers. So we're going to plug in VF, which is 6.5. Seems to have written 0.65. Let me just fix that real quick. 6.5. If that's not clear, it looks a little weird, but it's 6.5. So we're going to plug it in. I'm not going to bother writing units. You should, but it's really hard on this iPad right now. But you'll get it. So 6.5 minus 5, our initial velocity, over our acceleration 0.75. And we end up getting 2 seconds if we do that math. And that would be your final answer. This is how to solve for time using the VF equals VI plus A.